Another day, another dollar, they might say. Well, that's how far I got the other day. 1 stair, 2 stairs, 3 stairs, and then that patch. And I kind of like how that patch worked out, and I think I'll be better off using this material in 2 different coats when I put it on there, just because it's been hard to mix and it's hard to set up, or hard to spread when it gets too dry and all that kind of stuff. And that worked out really good, actually. I mean, we'll see, because this step I did all in one go, but one little piece here, one little piece here, one here, 4 goes. And it turned out pretty good right in here. See, I thought I was going to float some more on top of that, so I wasn't as prepared to do this as good as this over here, because I thought I could use that same material a little bit thinner on top of this coat and smooth it out, but I couldn't really do it. So I got some little imperfections in here and stuff, and so now I can be aware of that as I continue on down these stairs. And see, I did the sides, I did the edge of that, and it was kind of hard to get the material to stick on there. It kept kind of falling off and stuff, but I kept playing with it, and once it's dry, it really looks nice and solid, you know. So I'm hoping that it's going to last this winter. And see, remember I told you I was going to do the side. Now these sides I still have to do, right? See, this was from before. I did one right there. See? And again, that was kind of hard, because depending how much of that stuff I mixed up, once I put it on there, it had a tendency to want to kind of pooch down and slide down on there, and I had to keep scraping some off at the bottom and then putting it up on the top. Kept working it, and that was right towards the end of yesterday, and it kicked my butt, let me tell you. And so I think what I'm going to do is, before I start spreading it on these stair treads, these are called treads, the wide bit, and the riser is this part here. I'm going to end up doing the risers, I think, first, because that makes a whole lot of mess on top of each one of these, and some of this stuff falls down, and then some of it I can use, some of it I can't use when it gets too dry. And so that's what I'm going to work on first. I think I'm going to do these sides, because it takes a little bit of effort to do that. I got to get down there and get all contorted to put it on there and stuff, and it gets kind of tiring. So I've got to work strategically. I want to do that before I get too tired. And then after I do this inside bit here, then I'll probably jump back and do these sides. See, I did 3 of them. Those were kind of tricky, but I could do those a little bit easier than the bit underneath, you know what I mean? And so I think I'll do that first. Then with all the stuff kind of dropping and stuff, I'll get pieces like that. Then I can go back, you know, after I get it up there and go a little bit. Then I can come back after it starts drying a little bit. Then I can smooth it off. There's only so much I can work with that stuff until I have to kind of let it set a little bit and then smooth off the top. And I can be doing that as I'm finishing this. I can then go up there, back and forth, then clean up everything before I start on the stair treads again. I think that's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.